Stop what you're doing right now. Seriously. If you own silver, if you're thinking about buying silver, or if silver is even a small part of your financial future, you need to hear this before it's too late. Because something is happening in the silver market that most people won't see until after the damage is already done. And by then, the exit door may be gone. This is not hype. This is not a theory. This is a warning. And if you ignore it, you might look back months from now and realize you were standing right in front of the fire alarm and chose not to listen. Let me ask you a simple question. What if the silver you think you own isn't really yours? What if the price you see on your screen has nothing to do with real supply? And what if the people telling you everything is fine are the same ones who benefit when you stay quiet and uninformed? Most silver holders believe they're playing a safe, smart, long-term game. But the truth is, many of them are standing on a trapdoor they don't even know exists. Before we go any further, make sure you hit like and subscribe right now. Not because YouTube needs it, but because this channel exists to talk about things others won't. This is The Hidden Guy, and if you're here, you already know the real story is never on the front page. Subscribing keeps you connected when the noise gets louder and the truth gets harder to find. Now listen carefully. For decades, silver has been treated like the quiet cousin of gold. Less attention, less respect, less coverage. And that's exactly why it became the most manipulated metal on the planet. While everyone argues about stocks, crypto, and real estate, silver has been quietly controlled, suppressed, and distorted behind closed doors. The price you see today is not the price of scarcity, it's the price of control. Here's what most people don't understand. Silver is not just a precious metal. It's an industrial metal. It's used in solar panels, electric vehicles, medical equipment, military technology, electronics, and infrastructure. Unlike gold, silver gets consumed. Once it's used, much of it is gone forever. And yet, we are told there is plenty of it. That supply is strong, that there's no problem. That's the first lie. Global silver demand is rising, not slowly, but aggressively. Green energy alone has changed the game. Governments are pushing solar at record speed, and silver is a key ingredient. At the same time, mining output is flat or declining. New silver discoveries are rare. Mining costs are rising. Energy costs are rising. Labor costs are rising. And still, the price stays suspiciously calm. That's not how a free market behaves. So how does the system keep silver under control? Paper silver, contracts, promises, IOUs. For every ounce of physical silver that exists, there are dozens, some estimates say hundreds of paper claims attached to it. Futures contracts, ETFs, unallocated accounts. People believe they own silver, but what they really own is a promise that someone else can keep if everyone asks at the same time. This is where the danger begins, because markets don't break when things go wrong. They break when confidence disappears. And confidence in silver is built on the assumption that physical delivery is always available. But what happens when it's not? What happens when a few large players decide they want the real metal, not the paper version? We've seen hints of this before. Sudden shortages, premiums exploding, delays in delivery, mints shutting down sales, dealers quietly saying, "We're out." And every time it happens, the explanation is always the same. Temporary issue, supply chain problem, nothing to worry about. But temporary problems don't last years. Now think about this. If silver suddenly reprices to reflect real scarcity, what happens to the paper market? It collapses. And when that happens, the people holding physical silver will be fine. But the people holding promises, they'll be offered cash settlements. Maybe at yesterday's price, maybe with limits, maybe with delays, and maybe not at all. This is why silver holders are at risk right now. Not because silver is weak, but because the system around silver is fragile. It only works as long as people don't demand delivery. It only works as long as trust stays intact. Once that trust cracks, the rules change overnight. Ask yourself this. When was the last time the rules didn't change during a crisis? Banks freeze accounts, withdrawals get limited, trading halts appear out of nowhere, and everyone says the same thing after. I didn't think it would happen. That sentence destroys more wealth than any market crash. The silver market is small compared to gold or stocks. That makes it easier to control, but it also makes it easier to break. A relatively small amount of physical demand can overwhelm available supply. And when that happens, price discovery doesn't happen smoothly. It happens violently. Now let me be clear. This is not a prediction of a specific date. This is not fear for fear's sake. This is about understanding structure. Weak structures collapse when pressure builds, and pressure is building everywhere. Inflation hasn't been defeated. Debt is exploding. Trust in institutions is eroding. Central banks are trapped. Governments need real assets, not promises. Silver sits right in the middle of that storm. What worries me the most is how quiet this all is. When markets are about to correct, they don't scream first, they whisper. And right now, silver is whispering to anyone willing to listen. If you're holding silver, the question is not, will silver go up? The question is, how am I exposed if something breaks? Do you know where your silver is stored? Is it allocated? Can you take delivery? Or are you trusting a system that has every incentive to protect itself before it protects you? And if you don't own silver yet, the danger is different. The danger is waiting too long. By the time mainstream media starts talking about silver shortages, the easy access will be gone. Premiums will be high, choices will be limited, and panic will replace logic. This channel exists for moments like this. The Hidden Guy isn't about hype. It's about seeing what's hidden in plain sight. And what's hidden right now is risk disguised as stability. Here's something almost no one talks about. When silver finally breaks free, it won't behave like people expect. It won't move slowly. It won't politely climb. It will gap. It will spike. It will halt. And it will expose who was prepared and who was asleep. And when that happens, the same voices telling you silver was boring will tell you it's too late. They always do. Now, I want you to do something. If this video made you think differently, leave a comment below and say what you think is really happening in the silver market. Not what you were told, what you see. Read the comments too. That's where real conversations happen. And share this video with someone who owns silver but hasn't thought about these risks. You might be doing them a favor they won't understand until later. Because the biggest danger in markets isn't volatility, it's false security. And silver right now is sitting in the most dangerous place of all, where everyone thinks nothing can go wrong. Stay alert, stay skeptical, and stay ahead. This is The Hidden Guy.